Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing something similar to what I did yesterday. We're going to be picking our birthday number. So this is not your full birth date, this is your birthday, so the day that you were born. So let's say you were born on the 1st, 10th, 19th, or 28th, the 2nd, 11th, 20th, 29th, 3rd, 12th, 21st, 30th, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to give you a minute to calculate, or you don't even need a minute, just a minute to breathe, take a deep breath. And I'm going to be discussing a little bit about numerology, about what your birthday number is. And your birthday number is the gift that you have, not only for yourself, the gift that you were given to yourself, but the gift that you need to share with the world. So we will begin. Okay, here we go. We're going to begin with number 1. Awesome. Okay. Now we're going to talk about the number 1. It is leadership. It vibrates strength, and it vibrates new beginnings. So, yeah, let's see what it has to say about you. So your gift, you're here to lead. You're ambitious and have a desire for success and achievement. You're not best at playing well with others unless it benefits you in some way. You can be an innovator, entrepreneur, risk taker, and initiator. You have a creative mind, great business instincts, and with the right training and initiative, you can achieve great things in the material world. You have a broad vision and are able to get creative ideas up and running. Now, when you are off track or living off on the negative side of the 1 number, you can be prone to laziness and procrastination. You can resort to angry outbursts and frustration. You prefer to blame others for your ineffectiveness. Instead of working with others, you tend to plow through with blinders on without taking others into consideration. You force issues rather than working with a balanced perspective. You're rebellious for no productive reason. You sit on the sidelines and never taking risks to lead. And I almost see this as like bulldozing your ideas onto others, forcing issues that don't really need to be forced, and the need to be number 1. So it does take some time to learn to work with others. 28 is more likely to work with others because it has the 2 in there, which is all about co-creating, and the 19 as well because it's about humanitarianism. But the 1 and the 10 are very it's an obstacle they have to overcome working well with others. Okay? So, we're going to read 31. Awesome. Baboon, I love this. So, 31 is a great number. And let's see what Baboon has to say about things for you. So, primal law. As a protector of your primal spirit, Baboon asks you to tap into your intuitive, spiritual, and inborn truths. Baboon urges you to own up to your primal instincts and honor your role of expressing your masculine or feminine energy. So it's talking about balance. Primal law is not a contemplation of the mind. It lives in the present moment and guides you to make clear, concise decisions based on the unique feminine and masculine roles in your life. As you strengthen your self-awareness, your actions and decisions will become clear. Release any resistance to your innate truths and accept the power your primal spirit has gifted you in this lifetime. Discipline and order will provide structure in your life while expanding and illuminating the journey. Yes. So, discipline and order. So this is a discipline and order of your surroundings as well as your internal being and spirit. Discipline in your practices. This could be meditation or spiritual practice as well. So discipline is in order, and to build this foundation that you're trying to build, this humanitarian foundation, because we got the 9 here, which is all about building foundations for the future. Okay, so we're going to move on to number 9, which is the completion of a cycle. but also the humanitarian number. It's a very wise number. So we're seeing a very wise, it's the leadership. So brain spanking new. You know how it feels after a fresh rain. Everything is pure, clean, and washed to its precious, beautiful core. You just want to stick your nose in the air and take a big whiff. That's your life right now. There is not one blemish, not one flaw. It's a perfect 10, even though it's a 9. But with this 1 here, that's 10. So it leads to 10. It's almost this ascending. So everything is perfect, but we try to look, we pick one little flaw, and that turns into a bigger blemish. But everything is perfect because the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. So, Ace of Earth. Let me tell you what Ace of Earth has to say about things. So it's a significant abundance flows to you now. You may get a promotion, a salary increase, or an unexpected money. If you're starting a new business, the venture will likely succeed. The foundation for prosperity has been well laid. Yes, so here's the foundation. Number 4, and 9 is the humanitarian, so helping others. The foundation to help others has been laid. It's also a good time to make an investment. Consider any opportunities carefully. You may soon receive some important legal documents, contracts, or correspondence. And additional meanings of this card are receipt of a gift, improving health, earning a degree, and this could be any type of degree. It doesn't necessarily have to be real school. It could be a holistic school. It could be any type of school. Significant purchase, so this can be house, car, something of significant value. And excellent luck, so you're on a roll right now, with inviting new friendships, inviting new opportunities, new spiritual lessons, new friendships. You're inviting all these new things because you're vibrating at this high level right now. So take it, roll with it. It's ready. Brand spanking new journey waits you. So let's let go of the old baggage and get into this Ace of Earth energy. It's beautiful, beautiful energy. She's got the ball right there that she's scrying. So it's almost like I'm seeing intuitiveness, meditation, scrying, looking into the crystal ball of sorts, even crystal work. It's beautiful. Ace of Earth, all about abundance. No better card for abundance than the Ace of Earth, okay? So, moving on. Let's see. And that was number 5. So that's about change, freedom, and adventure. So you're changing, you're evolving. You're letting go of the past to move into this new earth energy. Okay? So now we move on to number 2. Okay, number 2. Awesome, humpback whale, X-ray vision, the lovers. Okay, let me just get up better. There we go. Okay, so we've got 2. So we know 2 is about intuition. It's the divine feminine aspect, it's sensitivity, it's patience, it's co-creating with others, so teamwork, So let's see, your gift. You're sensitive, intuitive, and diplomatic. Your talents reside in your harmonizing abilities, personal relations, and sensitivity to others. You bask in beauty, attention, and can often be gifted artistically or musically, or both. You're all about cooperation and work best in partnerships, not off somewhere on your own. You're warm, affectionate, and you seek the same from others. You gravitate towards safety, security, and love. You feel most satisfied when you're not the one out front. You'd rather be the power behind the throne. So you'd like to take credit for it, but you don't want to be the front and center of it. So when the 2 is off track, you're succumbing to oversensitivity. You're acutely aware of your surroundings and easily influenced by your environment and those you come in contact with. You're easily emotionally drained and are highly vulnerable to taking everything so personally that you become the walking wounded. You fall into immature patterns of giving and receiving. attention and praise to the point of stunted personal growth and childishness. You can feel like a victim and suffer from depression and a lack of confidence. So not depression in the sense of clinical depression, but just in a way that you don't ever feel appreciated by others. So it puts you in this funk. Like you do so much for others, but they don't do enough for you. And if you are a 29 or an 11, if your birthday was on the 29th or 11th, you're an inspired healer. You're intuitive, sensitive, and you possess visionary qualities. Your head and heart are often in the clouds, and you thrive in peaceful environments where you can devote yourself to artistic or inspiring pursuits. Your presence is galvanizing, yet your highest and best use is to inspire others through your example. While you have leadership potential, as all master numbers do, push you into leadership roles, you're more of a touchstone for healing and inspiration rather than being involved directly in the day-to-day of holding hands with people as they work through their struggles. So as intuitive, sometimes it's easier to not work directly with others because it can be very draining. So you have to find a way to work with others from a distance, in a sense. So when you're off track, you experience nervous tension and an inability to shield yourself from the onslaught of negative emotional energy from those around you. You tend to withdraw with resentment when you give too much and don't receive the appreciation or acknowledgement from outside sources. Other people's opinions about you matter a great deal, and you lose yourself in your attempts to please others. Your mind works intuitively. Understand that your overall sensitivity is your blessing and your curse. So yes, there we go. Overly sensitive to the opinions of others, people pleasers. I call them the people pleasers. Competition, a lot of competition. I would say almost jealousy in a sense, competing with others, wanting to be the best, especially if you're an 11, 29, because it's double one, which is all about wanting to be number one and control. Okay, so we're gonna move to Humpback Whale, which is your card for the day. 16. So this is all about past lives. Selecting Humpback Whale today is an indication that spending time near the undulating waves of the ocean can open enlightening vistas for you. The sound of whales' ancient song assists you in recognizing new possibilities that reflect your gifts of the past. Whales sing the most complex songs of the sea, and some say the song of the whale connects heaven and earth. Whale calls on you to use the magical properties of water and your distinct voice to find your inner calling in today's world. Whale song offers you echoes of enchantment spoken through your ancestors from past lives long ago. Today, your ancestors bring you an answered prayer. Oh, it is loud here today. I apologize. Let that helicopter pass through. Okay, so, and, oh, look at that. We got number 2. So 2 and 2, this is a beautiful synchronicity. So it's telling me that you're not a little, but you are on point in your journey. So let's see what X-ray vision has. So X-ray vision, to me, when I think of it, it's very intuitive. So I said the 2s are very sensitive and intuitive. In whatever aspect, clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient, claircognizant, very intuitive. Okay, so X-ray vision. Ignore everything in your life that suggests there's a problem. It's time to look past the illusionary veil of petty struggles. As soon as you take your attention off all that appears wrong, you will begin to notice all sorts of right signs and clues. The universe is throwing buckets of clear guidance your way. See beyond the surface and the superficial. Soak in the deeper meaning. Soak in the refreshing water of truth. And that's very interesting because yesterday's reading was also a numerology reading, and it said the exact same thing about the universe throwing signs. The signs are everywhere, but it's about not overanalyzing them and just letting them come through with ease. Let your body feel the sign, and it'll tell you what it's about. So we don't need to overanalyze the signs because that means we're too much in our head. Let us feel it in our heart and in our gut, what it means, and it'll tell you. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So we got 6, the Lovers. Awesome. So Archangel Raphael, intimate relationships. Carefully weigh your decisions. And good health. So This card signals that a significant relationship is on your mind. It may be romantic in nature, or it may be an intimate but platonic friendship. Communication is key right now, and it's important to develop trust within the relationship. You can safely share your feelings with someone close to you. It's also time to make an important decision about your life. The conclusions you reach now greatly influence your future, so it's important to weigh your options carefully. Make sure your choices are thoroughly considered and that you're able to act upon them. And, it talks about the need for balance, a return to good health, and marriage and weddings. So, working on your marriage, bringing a new, if you're married, bringing a new energy to the relationship, or attending a wedding. And it's also the marriage of mind, body, spirit, the marriage of the left and right brain. The twin flame is the right brain and the left brain coming together to create the Holy Trinity, the balance. So 6 is all about balance, and it's all about soulmates, this Lover's card. So coming together to find your soul family, significant relationships. And the 6 humpback whale is all about intuition as well. It's very healing. So something about oceans or waters that is bringing you all together. Okay, beautiful. Thank you, number 2. Moving on to number 3. All right. Lion. Oh, 8-8. 8-8-9. Okay. So ascending as well. And, we know 3 is all about creativity. It's the Holy Trinity. Creativity, communication. So beautiful, okay? Let's see what Lion has to, or let's see what 3 has to say, what your gift is that you're giving to the world. You have an amazing creative talent and are an artist, at least at heart. You're a gifted communicator, writer, performer, entertainer. Anything having to do with creative self-expression and emotional sensitivity is perfect for you. You're high energy, joyful, witty, and charming. You're friendly, sociable, and loving with a tendency to give freely to others of your time and talents. You're loaded with charisma, charm, and are naturally prone to being the host or the hostess with the mostest. In order to feel satisfied in your life, you need to engage in some sort of creative outlet or hobby. Now, when you are off track, when 3 is off track, or living on the negative side, moody with the roller coaster emotional ups and downs, you can find yourself in the depths of despair and back again like a yo-yo. You find that your glass is half empty and life feels emotionally debilitating and often hopeless. You tend to gravitate toward gossipy talk and scatter your energies in so many directions that you're disappointed and frustrated that you can't set or meet long-term goals. Passive aggressive or sarcasm becomes your emotional weapon of choice. Okay, so that's the pros and the cons of the 3. As we stay balanced in the mind, body, spirit, we're able to stay on the positive side. But, the negative side is just teaching us, so it's okay to sometimes be on that negative aspect. So we're going to 8, which is all about family. And so I'm seeing baggage be gone and family. So that's telling me to let go of family baggage, family karma, ancestral karma, family baggage. Let it go. Okay? So your family and expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecy, sleepless nights. It's almost like this is getting you. So and I'm also seeing, before I keep going, I'm seeing, see how all the other unicorns are almost asleep, but we have the one wake. And it's almost like the whole family is asleep. And you got the one that's awake and they don't understand because they're asleep. But he knows what's going on. Okay? So, your family pride shall take precedence right now. Be conscious. I don't know what's going on with the trains and everything passing today, but I apologize. Your family pride shall take precedence now. Be conscious of your loyalty to those closest to you and your courage to keep your family members close to your heart. This is of the utmost importance. There is strength in numbers. Lion families are called prides, and this could be a reminder to be proud of the company you keep. Recognize the goodness in each member of your family, and at the same time, release any codependent relationships in your family. Find acceptance, love, and support in your family members, and they will find that in you. And this could also not just be blood related, but your soul family, And as with any family, we appreciate them because they are here to teach us lessons. So we need to have gratitude for them. Despite the struggles we have with them, we are grateful for them for teaching us so much. Okay? And we're moving on to baggage be gone, which is 17, which is also 8. So we got 2 8s, master 88 there. Master power. You have the power to create. There is no need to, worry. You're making self-fulfilling prophecies. So if you're going to have self-fulfilling prophecies, why not have them be positive? Because this is master 88 is the master of power, master power. So, come on now. Aren't you tired of being stooped over from all that emotional baggage? The thing is, it all happened yesterday. This is now. And with one flick of your powerful, energetic finger, you can send that old has-been baggage overboard into the drink. It is high time to fly free. Let go, my friend. Beautiful. Love that. Okay. So, let's get to 9 of air. And 9, as we know, is about completing a cycle, You are completing this cycle. You're finally understanding the purpose for your struggles. You're understanding it. So, positive thinking is essential right now. Your own obsessive negative thoughts are true culprits behind the trouble you fear. Release your guilt and realize that regret is a wasted emotion. Turn your attention to the amazing possibilities of the future and leave the past behind. If you're having unpleasant dreams at this time, write them in a journal. Bless them for their desire to inform you, and then send them to the angels. If depression is an issue, encourage those affected to seek professional counseling. Now, yes, if you're having a hard time right now, I highly suggest talking to somebody, even if it's just a friend or a holistic healer or somebody. If therapy, traditional Western therapy isn't for you, Eastern therapy is great. And I'm also seeing racing thoughts, sleeplessness, anxiety, expecting the worst, stress-related illness. So, we are stressing ourselves out to the point of illness. So it's time to create change in our energetic system and believe that we have the power to create the change that we want in our lives. And I know it's difficult. And sometimes we feel that nobody wants to help us. And we don't want to ask for help because we don't want to feel helpless. But, reaching out your hand is the strongest thing a person can do. And this is number 7. It breaks down to 7, which is all about spirituality, truth, going inward for the answers. So I highly recommend meditating. Meditating. That'll bring you the answers that you need. And it'll also help you with the sleep, because it starts regulating. So I also recommend going outside, jumping up and down in the dirt, let your circadian rhythms touch the earth so you can begin to have a nice sleep again. Okay, it's just this energy that's going around right now. Okay, moving on to number 4. Number 4. Oh, baobab tree. Entangled. Oh, look at that. 4. 3, 4. 20. Renewal. Jeremiah. Okay. So we know 4 is all about logic, discipline, order, and devotion. Now let's see what the gift that you have to give to the world is. Your gift is hard work, reliability, honesty. You're highly disciplined, organized, and responsible. You're at your best when you feel safe and secure and meet your responsibilities in a slow and steady manner. You're in your element when you're taking care of foundational and practical matters. You're not a risk taker or a big dreamer. You're the master or mistress of perseverance, and you take your obligations super seriously. And when you're off track, you're prone to bouts of stubbornness and rigidity. You often miss, You often miss opportunities because you're unable to step outside your own self-imposed box. You tend to dig in, hover, and wait, cutting you off from opening yourself to other solutions or creative ideas. Since you struggle with inflexibility, you often experience repression, frustration, and a feeling of insurmountable limitation. You can teeter toward blunt and tactless communication. yet not understand that other people are attempting to communicate on a more creative or emotional realm, which sometimes feels foreign to you. You can become a work martyr and miss out on some of life's lighter pleasures. Yes, work martyr. I call it the busy bee of numerology. So when you got 4s in your charts, you're the busy bee, and sometimes you work so much and you blame work for all your problems that you're working so much. You're the work martyr, you know. And but if you are a 22, your potential is boundless as a leader, organizer, or founder of a business or institution. The master number yields great power, yet it's not a frolic. You have vision and the ability to manifest that higher vision, yet you'll be pulled down to the mundane by fear of flying into the vastness of your dream. You're innately gifted with the ability to think on a vast scope, visualizing and organizing the details, and using your unique vision to methodically and systematically build something of lasting value. And when you're off track or on the negative side, the master energy is quite intense, so you'll feel as though you're not quite up to the task. You can be fearful of your ambitions and feel undeserving. You often people shy away from the potential of the master number because it's definitely a marathon, not a sprint. You're off track when you're dumbing down your goals, getting lost in the drudgery of the minute of work, and giving up on your visions because they veer off the course of sheer practicality. So it's almost not realizing how great you are. That's what the 22 does sometimes. They don't realize that they are the master teacher, master builder. They create their reality. They are one of the best ones at it. So here we go. Let's see what Baobab tree has to say for you. I love this. It's almost, you see the rainbow, which is all about the Kundalini energy to me, which is awakening. So I'm seeing you guys are all awakening. You're noticing things that you didn't notice before. Your third eye is awakening. And I'm also seeing this number as very connected to Earth. It's the tree. The trees have wisdom and knowledge, so I feel that you are connecting to that. And look we've got the 4 over here, which is entangled. I love that. That's seeing the synchronicities. So you guys are all seeing the synchronicities, and you're being reborn, renewing. You're seeing things differently. Things that you didn't see before, you're seeing now. Like the quote that I always say about the Riza. Some things aren't visible until you're truly ready to see them, and that is what is happening to you right now. You're seeing things that you didn't see before, and it's almost a little bit frightening. So, Baobab tree. Wise offering. Baobab says it's time to make an offering. Being one of the oldest forms of life on our planet, the Baobab breathes ancient wisdom. Known as a gift from God, the Baobab offers almost everything it has as never-ending gifts to its community. Baobab shares its afternoon shade with playful children. Elephants delight in its pulpy fruit, and its bark finds itself in the hands of villagers. For as much as the Baobab gives out to others in return, it is nourished, replenished, and continues to grow deeper and deeper into the earth. Baobab encourages you to give, share, or make a peace offering to a loved one, to Mother Earth, or even to a perfect stranger. Know that your offering is an infinite gift. Enjoy the gift of giving, and there's always enough for everyone. Okay, guys. So, we may have maybe had a little tiff with a family member. So this is asking you to, I don't want to say be the bigger person, because I don't really like to use that term, because that says that you're better than somebody. But really just extend an olive branch. I know this is a Baobab tree, but extend an olive branch, And if you can't speak to them, forgive them in your head. And you don't have to forgive. That is your own personal journey and how you feel. So don't ever let anybody force you or make you forgive somebody that you feel it's not forgivable. Okay. So we're going to move on to 13. Entangled. You would probably call what's about to happen synchronicity, or maybe even coincidence. Au contraire, the big truth is you are already connected to everything and everyone. Quantum physics has its own name for it: entanglement. The reason it appears that all ducks are lining up on your behalf right now is because you're finally paying attention. Let the games begin. Yes, so entanglement, the chakras, the rainbow, somewhere over the rainbow, you begin to see the signs and synchronicities, and it's almost overwhelming in a way. But I love this. I love this water. The water to me represents your intuition. And here's Archangel Jeremiah with its beautiful violet light, violet flame. And it's almost like they're being baptized in the water into this new life, the family. Okay, so we're going to read 20, which is renewal. And 2 is all about, peace, love, and harmony and co-creating with others. And 0 is God, connecting with your higher self, connecting with that God source, finally realizing that there's more to this world than you initially thought. Getting out of that logical mind and moving into the divine feminine brain, the right brain. So moving from the left brain to the right brain. So we're going to read 20, which is renewal. The angel sent you this card because you're either near the end of a project or at a crossroads, on the threshold of making an important change. This card signifies that it's time to review and do some evaluation. Make thoughtful judgments regarding your life and then make confident choices. Rest easy knowing that you've prepared well. Legal situations are resolved favorably for you. In addition, academic examinations and certification tests go well. So, a landmark decision, a career or a job change, moving in a different direction, a new beginning. So it's a renewal, it's a new beginning, communicating, building a foundation for the future, and co-creating with others. So that's beautiful. 3, 4, 2. So I love it. So that's 9, and 9 is the completion of a cycle. So we're ending things and moving into this new year coming up with a whole new abundance in our lives. Okay, so there we go. That is number 4. Moving on to number 5. Dusky dolphin, nice. Oh, love that. Ooh, if you got 5, beautiful cards. 3, 6, 9. That is awesome. Okay, I love this. I love this one. This is a really good one. So, if you've got a 5 in your chart, if you are a 5 birthday, this is for you. Dusky dolphin, 3, 6, 9. All right, so if you're a 5, so we know that 5 is freedom, it's change, it's adventure, it's also sensuality. So, your gift of 5, you're often itching to get out of town, to travel, have adventures, key into fun, and tap into your fearless need for excitement and change. You're adaptable, progressive, and thrive with variety. You're meant to experience the physical world in all of its glory. So you can be a bit of a rolling stone. You're naturally curious, vivacious, and highly social. You have a quick mind and love shaking it up and exploring the world. You attract people from all walks of life and love to experience the exotic. Now, when you're off track, you can be impatient, impulsive, and excessive. You lean toward overindulgence and irresponsibility. You are the drama queen or king, demanding constant activity and stimulation. You are easily bored, distracted, and restless, with the mantra of "don't fence me in." You can be stubborn and headstrong to the detriment of your satisfaction and success. The key is to discipline your energies, contain your focus, and develop light routine and orderliness in your life. You can also experience the opposite, which is the ultimate fear factor. You can feel too fearful about the world, paranoid, and unable to focus, follow through, and be productive. Okay, so that's the 5. Now let's see what we got. Now we all know 369 is about creating. So, creating your adventure, choosing your adventure, creating your reality. So this is what I'm seeing here. You guys have that ability. And I'm seeing you might also have 369 in your chart. So whether that is your life path, your soul number, your personality, or your destiny. I'm seeing that you have that in your chart, 369. And vice versa. So you might want to also watch, one of the 369 readings as well. So Dusky Dolphin, 21. So 3, we all know, is about communication, creativity, joy. And it's time to show off. And that's interesting because that's what the 5 is about. It's about, getting out there. They are the social butterflies, I call them. So Dusky Dolphin is the most acrobatic of all dolphins, playful, cooperative, and flexible. They are often seen leaping and somersaulting through the waters of the southern hemisphere with their dusky friends. Dolphin never stops to think about whether it should or shouldn't be joyful or free. Dolphin just is. Now is the time to trust your own authenticity. Dive in, embrace your flair, and show off the special talents you have. Step right into the limelight and share your gifts with the world. Claim your vitality today. Awesome. So that's awesome because it goes right with the 5, that exciting adventure. So 33, we know is the master number of enlightenment and communication. It is, Club 33. If you look up Enlightenment 33 on Google, it'll take you down a nice little rabbit hole. But you begin to see the number 33 or 333 when you are spiritual awakening, when you are hitting that at that point, 0 point, when you have hit 0 point, or when you are close to hitting 0 point. You will know when you hit 0 point. It is undescribable feeling. So open your presence, and those are your gifts, your talents. This goes with Dusky Dolphin about showing off your talents to the world. Ever seen a time-lapse film of a flower blooming? Its petals opening wide? That's your new role model. Visualize yourself opening your arms wide, embracing all the prosperity and abundance that's flowing your way. Receive, 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 and then pass it on. Yes, so give, receive, give. Help each other grow, help each other live. Share your gifts with the world, and in turn, they will share theirs with you. So 9, which 6 is all about balance and family and nurturing yourself, nurturing your creative talents and your gifts. 9 is about completing a cycle and humanitarianism and helping others, sharing your gifts that help others. So the Hermit. This card signals that you'd benefit from spending some time alone, listening to your inner voice. Meditation is essential. So as the path to enlightenment is an inner journey, be silent and experience the joy that comes from seeking the truth of your own heart. So, going out and being around others, and then going home to internal quiet, to the quietude and solitude of your mind. Learn to feel comfortable in your own company. After all, there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. This card also signifies spiritual teaching, so it can mean that you have wisdom to impart to others, or that perhaps it's time for you to find a spiritual teacher. Sharing wisdom is part of your spiritual journey, especially right now. And it's about, finding a mentor or becoming a mentor, reevaluating your plans that you thought, and going on a spiritual quest. So a spiritual quest, a spiritual journey. Awesome. Okay, and it all breaks down to 9, which is the completion of a cycle. I've had 9 pop up in the past readings as well. We are all ending this cycle, coming into a new earth, a new era. So it is time. Let go and move forward. It's beautiful. You see, he's got this, the cane, which to me is always the staff of wisdom and enlightenment. You have that ability. You are wise beyond your years in a way. Okay? So moving on to number 6. Ooh, honey badger don't give a care. Ooh, love it. 9, 6, and 7. All right. So we all know that 6 is all about, compassion and family, balance, nurturing, harmony. So your gift, family-oriented, responsible, and nurturing are your trademarks. You're service-oriented and have a talent for settling disputes. You often have a knack for bringing out the best. Oops. Let's keep that right there. You have a knack for bringing out the best in those around you. You often are a natural artist or musician and can also gravitate toward the healing arts. Your focus is on relationships and helping others. You're natural at being in charge and making things happen for the good of everyone. Children and animals usually are naturally attracted to you and your energy. You have a great ability to see the big picture and tend toward idealism. When you are off track or living on the negative side, you are unable to strike a balance with your sense of responsibility. You're overly responsible for everyone around you. You feel as though you carry the world on your shoulders and you set sky-high standards for your own performance and for those in your life. You are a perfectionist. Your disappointment in the world throws you into fits of self-righteous criticism where no one or nothing can meet your standards. And you give too much and then resent when people don't follow your advice or when people don't give in return as much as you've given, you know. So those are the things that we need to work on when we're on the negative side, you know, and it's okay to dive into those negative aspects sometimes. So I love that we got 6 here again, you know, right in the center, magic carpet, which it reminds me of Aladdin. And honey badger don't give a hoot. If you remember that little honey badger video, honey badger don't give an F. So it's 9. 9 is about completing a cycle. And it's 22. It breaks down to 22, which is the master builder, which means that you are the master builder right now. You are creating your reality and building your reality and bringing in friendships and ideas and opportunities. But it's also for building foundations for the future, teaching others, you know, what you know. Teaching others by example and experience. Okay, so we're going to go to 18, which is the little honey badger, and he is fierce. That is a honey badger. He is fierce. And it's fierce. And guess what? It's on page 22. No way. What an awesome synchronicity. That's an awesome synchronicity. So it's time to access your personal power and advocate for yourself and your direction, your life direction. Honey Badger urges you to assert your power and break through your personal boundaries. It's possible to reclaim your fierce energy and use your assertiveness to create and protect what you have manifested. Honey Badger stands his ground and does not back down to naysayers who doubt his personal power. F the naysayers because they don't mean a thing, because this is what style we bring. As a skilled digger, Honey Badger signals that you may need to dig deeper within to reach the solution for a challenge or task. Access the innate characteristics that Honey Badger shares with you while standing by your truth and integrity. I love that. Okay, let me just have a sip of water here. So this is telling you not to care what others think. 22 is double sensitivity. So caring about what others think. Let's not care about what others think. Let's continue on our journey. We are fierce. Let's be fierce. Let's protect what we have created, whether that's a relationship, families, home, business. You know, be fierce. Don't be afraid to be fierce. Okay, and 6, we already discussed the number 6, but we're going to go to 42, which is Magic Carpet Ride. Well, another train. It's really the day for transportation today. Anyways, go ahead, open it. It's your invitation for a personal magic carpet ride to anywhere you want to go. You don't even need to send an RSVP. Jump aboard, my friend. You are on your way to enchantment and miracles. Yes, because you are being fierce. You are bringing in these new opportunities. Seeds are well planted, okay? And you are having unnecessary worry. Don't worry about it. You planted these seeds, and look at this tree and all these little orbs that it's growing out of it. All these new experiences. So this is like showing me, like, these are all experiences. Choose your own adventure. Pick your fruit. What experience do you want to have? You know, this is the tree. You've planted it. It's wise. Okay? So we've got 7 of Earth. And 7 is about truth and spirituality. And going inward for the answers. So, you know, meditation once again. 7 of Earth. The fruit of your labors continue to grow and harvest is imminent. So that's what this was talking about as well. So yes, you've planted some seeds. It's growing. It's growing, guys. Patience is essential as you pause to plan your next steps. You may feel you have far to go, but don't forget how far you've already come. Review and acknowledge your progress from a broader perspective. So yes, zoom out, guys. Sometimes we zoom in and we don't see how far we've actually come. I suggest for New Year's, really taking a moment to review how far you have come this year. It's going to be amazing when you actually sit and look at that. Review and acknowledge your progress from a broader perspective. Anxiety regarding the current situation is unfounded. Any halt in forward movement is temporary. This is a good time to rest or vacation to recharge your batteries. So yeah, even if it's a staycation, you know, stay at home on a weekend, you know, take some time to really not focus on anything but you. And it's all about perseverance and reaching a milestone, considering a new approach and letting go of unnecessary worry. So Pretty awesome. Okay, so that's 9, 22. We already talked about that. You are the master builder of your reality. Ride that carpet. It's like Aladdin. You have all these wishes on this tree. It's time. It's time. These wishes are coming true. I'm getting that song by Judah the Lion. I'm well on my way to my dreams coming true, and I'm getting to do them with you. Do, 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 do. Okay, moving on to number 7. Here we go. Number 7, hippopotamus. Musing right along. Awesome. 3, 9, and 10. Okay, so number 7. If your birthday is 7, 16, or 25, this is for you. We all know that, 7 is all about truth and solitude and intelligence and spirituality, going inward. Cerebral number. Okay, so your gift. You contain a highly developed and analytical mind. You're gifted with detached data analysis, research, and seeking of answers to life's bigger questions. You do well when you specialize in one field and develop deep expertise. You're also highly intuitive and should spend time and energy developing this aspect of yourself. It'll balance out your highly mental way of dealing with the world. You're a spiritual seeker, meaning you seek higher meaning and ultimately are meant to get to know yourself truly, madly, deeply. When you connect with your spirituality, no matter how you personally define that, you feel as though you're in your element. But when you are off track and living on the negative side, you're heady, aloof, and judgmental. You can default into lofty intellect and look down on the masses. You're highly sensitive and feel deeply, yet expressing emotions feels dangerous and like speaking a foreign language to you. So you must work at expressing yourself, trusting others, and communicating clearly. You're often misunderstood because you lack a way to communicate both rational thought and emotional feelings. You flourish when you have time alone and yet must be aware of cutting yourself off from the world and becoming too withdrawn. Guard against self-absorption and stubbornness. Understand you often feel as though you're on another wavelength than most people. Yet don't punish others for thinking differently than you. Yes, that is key. We don't want to judge others' journeys. And communication, this is talking about how you communicate with others. Sometimes we may have that holier than thou way of communicating and looking down on others. So this is asking you to, be more of a humanitarian. The 9. Complete that cycle. Complete that way of communicating with others. Let's find a different way. Okay, so hippopotamus. I love hippopotamus. It's number 3. We know that's about communication and joy and creativity. So it's also about, the hippopotamus is about healing waters. Hippos love water and spend much of the time submerged in rivers. The Greeks named them river horses. Being in and around water at this time could support you in becoming aware of your environment and life situations. Water is a primal source and is said to be the meeting place of heaven and earth. Choosing hippopotamus may be a signal to submerge yourself in water, wash away all that is unserving, and heighten your personal awareness. Be humbled by the power of water by spending time in aquatic locations. Swim, play, relax, bathe. The life waters are calling you. Yes, so may I suggest a saltwater bath? Also drinking lots of water, to really get that intuition coming through. Okay, moving on to 18. And I see the spiral as well. And when I see the spiral, that's telling me that we go inward to find the answers and we come out. So, don't get too stuck in your head. Come out. Share that. Share your musings with others. But not in a self-righteous way. Okay, so 18. We know that is a completion of a cycle. Humanitarianism, wisdom. It's also very creative as well. Musing right along. Might as well write your acceptance speech. Your creative mojo is in rare form. Inspired ideas, brilliant schemes, and colossal plans are streaming in from every direction, courtesy of your inner muse. Get out a bucket and drink in sweet nectar of inventiveness and fun. So yeah, your ideas, bring them into fruition. Accept help from others to create these ideas. you know? Okay, so moving on to the Ten of Fire. Fire, fire. I see fire inside the mountain. I see fire. Okay, Ten of Fire. You're working too hard and have put in too many hours. There's a need, and that's what I was talking about with the card. Hold on, let me go back to, working too hard on the inside. Okay, so there's a need to balance the professional and personal sides of your life. You're trying to do too much. A good first step is to be willing to accept assistance from others. And the sevens really don't like to work with others. They want to do everything themselves. So, this is key, to ask for help. There's hope for a successful resolution to your situation or project. However, it's best if you cut unnecessary or burdensome activities from your schedule. Slow your pace to a more comfortable level. And additional meanings are all work and no play, darkness before dawn, stress-related health problems, and obsessive behavior. So being stuck in your head, replaying the same things over and over will not create, solutions to your problems. But creative ideas will. Communicate those creative ideas and ask for help. And it'll all come together. So that is 13, that is 4. That is teaching others. That is building a foundation for the future. That is using logic and discipline to get things done. But get out of your head. Get out of your head. Let go of the judgments. Release the judgments. We are all one. Okay. Moving on. Okay, so we've got 8. Chameleon. Another 3. Awesome. 10. Okay, 9, 3. So 3. 8 of Fire. Oh, look at that. We got 8. Okay, so we know 8 is about money, abundance, infinity, and it's balance. So, 8 gift. Your 8 gift. You're ambitious, practical, and business focused. You need material abundance in order to feel satisfied in life. Money is a focus, although it doesn't necessarily come easily or smoothly. You're gifted with management and organization and thrive in leadership roles. You're ambitious and goal-oriented and enjoy a challenge. Status is something to strive toward. Respect from the world at large is important to you. You enjoy being a connector, a person who knows the manager, the celebrity, or the owner. The freedom that financial abundance can bring you is a driving force in your life. But when you are out of track, when you're off track and on the negative side, you are over-focused on work, domineering and bossy. It's hard for you to balance the intensity that achievement in the material world brings to the table. You have little patience for weakness, either yours or anyone else's. Yet when pushed again and again, you can yourself become the ultimate victim, blaming everyone and everything for your lack of achievement. Know that the 8 birthday number demands that you develop a tough skin. Perseverance, resilience, and proper positive attitude is the key to success or failure on your part. Okay. Yes, it is a very it's a very tough number. It kind of comes off tactless sometimes. So let's see what we got here. So the chameleon. This is all about intuition. This is all about whenever I see the chameleon rainbow, that is the chakras. That is awakening. And look at all the rainbows here. So I'm seeing these awakenings. These people are awakening to their intuition. They are seeing the truth. They are seeing the truth. So, number 12, we know 3 is all about communication, creativity, and joy. The chameleon is awakening. Yes, so that's what I thought, awakening. I'm seeing you guys are awakening. Your intuitive senses are heightened at this time, and you have the ability to hear and feel more than others. This awakening gives you access to other realms and allows you to see the world from 4 distinct viewpoints: Great Spirit above, Mother Earth below, your soul within, and the universe that surrounds you. If you find yourself not understanding a decision, person, or situation, call on Chameleon to bring you clarity. Today, you can renew your spirit and be open to an expanded perspective by turning your heart toward the sun and listening to the whispers within. You are of the rainbow energy that is teaching new generations to live in a higher vibration. This awakened energy presents a positive influence on the world. So yes, teaching others to live in abundance. That is key, that anything is possible, that you can create your reality and you can create abundance. Okay, so we're moving on to 37. That is 10, that is 1, that is leadership, new beginnings. So I'm seeing this new beginning, this new awakening, seeing things in a new manner. So 37, it only looks like disruption. In reality, everything is fine. Everything, in fact, is beyond fine. Underneath appearance is a silver, gold, and platinum aligning. Enjoy. So yes, you're now seeing the reality and beyond your five senses, and it's almost like everything is coming easier now. You're manifesting abundance easier in a way. And abundance could mean anything. It doesn't necessarily mean money, but it could be experiences, lessons, friendships, things like that. That's abundance. Doesn't necessarily have to just be money. Now, 8 of fire. And so you had 8 right there. It smells like something's fire burning over here. So 8 of fire. Sorry, guys. It smells like something's on fire out here. Hopefully not. Okay, so 8 of fire. I love this. It looks almost like a butterfly coming out of its cocoon. Coming out the caterpillar who's transforming into a butterfly. That's what it looks like. But you see all these wands everywhere. Events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over. Many things happening at once. So yes, the silver lining. Here we go. This is beautiful, amazing things are coming through. Abundance. Hold on tight because things now move into high gear. Past delays are over and your plans manifest with swiftness and energy. You may feel caught off guard as frenzied activities take over. It's exhilarating and a little overwhelming, but it feels good to see your dreams coming true. Suddenly you have a lot of things going on. Too many balls in the air. Stay grounded. Your messages are received positively right now. Embrace the spotlight. And the additional meanings are receiving needed information, inspiration, sudden travel, and an unexpected level of success that you did not even know was possible. So here we go. Think abundance. Think in terms of abundance. Tap into that abundance frequency because that is your birthright. That is it. The 8 is abundance. Very cool. So it's 12, which is 3, which is joy, communication, creativity. So I'm seeing a lot of creativity. Communicating your creative gifts is what's bringing you this abundance. Communicating with others creatively. Even though the 8 has a tendency to be a little tactless in the way they communicate, I have a feeling that they're working on that and they're learning to take other people's feelings and emotions into consideration because this awakening is causing this intense compassion and kindness for others. Okay? And we're seeing the silver lining. We're seeing that we had the ability to create and manifest all along. And we want to share that with others. Okay. So, last one, guys. Here we go. And 9. Here we go. Ooh, 11. Black mamba snake. Oh, head games. 9. 9/11. 5. Unity. Interesting. Okay. So we know that 9 is all about generosity, humanitarianism, and completion of cycles. And it's wisdom. It's filled with wisdom. So, your 9 gift. One second. Let me just sit here. Okay. Oops. Okay. Your 9 gift. Creative, philanthropic, and compassionate. Your gift is to be of greater service to humanity as a whole in whatever way your talents and desires take you. You have an ability to connect with people from all walks of life. You often see a grander vision of the world through your idealistic lens, yet also are capable of inciting change and transformation on both local and international levels. You understand early on that you have a charisma and can make anything happen when you focus on it, so like master manifesting. You'll learn to accept a certain amount of limited rewards for all you do, and yet you do what you do because you can't not do it. That's the true gift you have to give to the world, your gift of humanitarianism. But when you are off track, on the negative side, you're charming and have leadership potential, so you must be sure that you're leading in the right direction. If you default into bitterness, cynicism, and negative attachments, you can lose track of your primary gift. which is to serve humanity and make people's lives better. You can become a fanatic, standing on your soapbox and proselytizing rather than working with others and listening to more productive solutions for specific problems. If you're myopic and self-serving, you've lost your way. So it's about learning that you are giving to give, not because you expect anything in return. Okay, you are the humanitarian. This is what you are here to do. Even if you don't get gratitude for what you do, you still do it because that's why you're here. You're here to help others. And it's intuitive. So we got the 2, 11, and 9, which are the very intuitive numbers in numerology. They're full of wisdom. And 5 is all about change, freedom, and adventure. So it's 16, so it's 7, which is about spirituality. So we have 7, 9, and 11. These are all the most evolved numbers in numerology. So this is a great reading here. So Black Mamba Snake, this is the Kundalini awakening. This is it. You guys are awoke. You guys are woke. You guys have had this Kundalini awakening. You are the inspired leader, intuitive, wise. And we got Archangel Sandalphon, seeking out like-minded friends. Very cool. Okay, so let's get to 11. We all know 11 is the inspiring leader. It's intuitive. It's inventive. It's the awakening number. It is the twin flame. Along with 17, 11 is the awakening number. It's a twin flame number. So the twin flame journey might resonate with you. Snake is death of old ways. So yes, completion of a cycle, number 9, and 11 is death of old ways. So we're letting go. We are completing a cycle. We're releasing that no longer serves us. Snake is bringing you an opportunity to let go of old habits and beliefs that do not serve you anymore. What do you need to let go of to become who you were born to be? This card could be a signal that it is time to change 5, what is not working. If you choose not to change this now, you may later experience more signs nudging you toward alignment. Life is always giving you confirmations, no matter how they come to you. The universe guides you in the direction of your true self. Be sure to listen to the messages. Snake cautions you not to step in the same river twice. Life is forward movement. Seize the opportunity to reclaim your innocence. And I love that it's on page 17 because I was just... Oh, there we go. Page 17, because I was just talking about how 11 and 17 are the twin flame numbers. So this is definitely twin flame reading here. So yeah, and the Kundalini snake, it's all about shedding that old skin and coming in to this new adventure. And it's also about the Kundalini awakening, moving that snake energy up to the crown, connecting to the crown and the source. It's beautiful rainbows. Okay, so 36, head games. And that's all about being in your own head, getting stuck in your own head. That's what we need to get rid of. We need to get out of our head. The trouble with smart people, and yes, that means you, is that they occasionally have a tad bit of difficulty surrendering to the big guy. They want to analyze everything, figure everything out, go from A, B to C to D ad nauseum. So here's all you need to know about this one. Sometimes it's better to let go. Yeah, so it's about almost wanting to go from A to everything right now. And it's like, we have to have patience. We have to have patience to get there, get out of your head and let spirit lead the way. Let this energy come through. Okay, so we're moving on to number 5, unity. It's interesting. So unity, oneness with everything. It reminds me of 311 as well. Whenever I hear unity, it's 311 people. So number 5, we already know, is about freedom, adventure, change. So unity. Working in groups enriches you right now. You drew this card because it's time for you to expand your circle of friends or join a group. For example, you may want to enroll in school or become part of a spiritual organization. This is also an optimal time to make friends with supportive new people who have integrity and a strong moral compass. It's also time to question and review any rules, restrictions, or limited beliefs that have been placed around your current situation by you or by others, to make sure that they're fair to everyone involved. This can lift any previous blocks to the manifestation of your goals. Yeah, so letting go of limited belief systems that are in your head. In your head, the head games are the limited belief systems. We want to let them go. So this is also talking about you are a mentor. or an expert on a subject that you need to share with others. The search for meaning of life, having faith in a group of people. So this is your soul family, having faith that you guys can change and create change. And I love this. We see all the different religions in this card. So I'm almost seeing the that bumper sticker coexist. So look, we got all the different religions. We got the ink, the Om, the yin yang, all of them right here. And this is all unity, bringing them all together. These are the limited belief systems. Bring in all the good stuff from all of them and let go of all the bad and create your own reality. This is your world. You create it. Are you going to be stuck in head games? Or are you going to create your own adventure? Okay, and Sandalphon is the archangel. So having faith in a group, school and spiritual institutions. So going back to school for either some sort of spiritual stuff that you want to learn, or some sort of spiritual course, or your own working on yourself. Seeing some type of school or program or course. And Sandalphon is the archangel who delivers prayers from earth to heaven. Call upon him to increase your faith and your commitment to your dreams and goals. So definitely, the 369s are all about communicating their creative gifts to the world. So I highly suggest sharing your gifts, everything that I've said. So yeah, 9, 10, 11. We talked about 7, so spirituality, going inward, creating a new earth, letting go of limited belief systems. You have the willpower to create this new earth and let go of things that are no longer serving you. This is the willpower. This is addictions, sugar, drugs, alcohol, any type of addiction that is unhealthy and not of moderation. And almost like balance over here, exercise. And the Merkaba, working on your spirituality, working on your light body. And the light body needs healthy fruits and vegetables and exercise and water and all these things to shine and be bright. And look at how beautiful. See how that's it, that energy coming through the tube. Okay, guys, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for watching, and namaste, everybody.